had just now, and I had to hurry up and tell you why, while it was hot and juicy and just downloaded from God, okay? There's only so much you can do when it comes to focusing on what you can control. Like, there's only so much you can do. You can make sure to get up on time. You can get up early. You can make sure to eat healthy. You can show up at your job 100%. You can show up to the people in your family 100%. But there's only so much you can physically do to control your environment, your atmosphere, your circumstances. There is a level, okay, and I'm going to explain why I'm saying this. This is for like 100% sure confirmation, okay? This is not an assumption. This is a 100% confirmed confirmation that preparation meets opportunity equals success. And not success like you hit like the most money, or success like you finally landed the dream job. Just even a successful moment in time, like a successful meeting with someone, a successful... I'm going to explain what I mean. So there was an urge that I got years ago, about 8 years ago, to start a YouTube channel. Had no idea what I wanted it to be about. Overthought it. Still overthink it 8 years later. Okay. I signed up with the app, and just stick with me. I signed up with the app about 13 to 14 years ago. Overthought about it. Didn't post a thing for about 6 to 7 years. Finally posted something. So that was about, 6-7 years ago. You guys do the math, but around that time. I posted a video about just something I was going through at that time. I have since took that video down. But I was like, okay, well, at least I'm making some kind of headway. I'm at least posting something, right? Definitely wanted to build a community. Definitely wanted to monetize on the app. Okay. Stick with me. This is gonna be juicy. This is good. I started to overthink the way that I looked, having to get ready, having to have a topic to talk about, having to put on makeup, having to do like just all the things. So I then made a vow to myself, why don't I just go live as if I'm talking to my homegirls, right? Talking to a coworker, whether it's a male or female, and just me being natural, kempt, clean, and presentable, right? Which is just a good old fashioned, like, even if you look like you're going to the gym, like just a presentable human being in public. Okay. Hello, how are you doing, Austin? Okay, this is good. Okay. This is huge. If you're worried about anything in life, trust me, I'm going to give you some relief right now. I then started to go live and talk consistently about health, fitness, losing weight, sugar addictions, going to events in LA, just kind of like whatever, still kind of under a general umbrella of like self-development, but still like whatever, right? I finally kind of started talking about YouTube, my experience, and then I kind of transitioned into officially kind of like teaching people something, right? So it wasn't just kind of going off on a whim and just kind of going off on tangents. It was like, okay, I'm going to speak with the purpose of unlocking something for someone at the end of whatever I'm talking about on this live stream. Okay. Stick with me. Okay. So while I was doing that, because I was consistent, I finally got monetized on YouTube. Okay. Finally got monetized on YouTube. So now in my journey, I always would talk about Roberto Blake. Now stick with me. This is bigger than me or Roberto Blake or even YouTube. Okay. This is huge. Okay. I would always talk about this particular YouTube coach. That was my personal favorite coach. He's a straight shooter. He's knows how to break down very analytical concepts down to a very easy way to digest it, making it clear cut, straight to the point. Like, I just like his teaching style. When I would teach people, I would try Roberto Blake's teachings. And then I would say, okay, this worked for me. This didn't. This is what I'm doing. This is my own strategy. I'm kind of taking, I would just kind of like always reference Roberto Blake because I really respect his teaching. is coaching. Okay, look them up online. And this was about 5-6 years ago, like maybe right before the 2020 shutdown happened. Okay. Yeah, I actually have it on an audio version right now. Okay. This is important, guys. This is going to give you some relief if you're worried about your life. Okay. This is big. Now, this was 5-6 years ago. At the time, I was not monetized. Remember, I was on the way to being monetized, but I wasn't monetized just yet. And I was talking about what my plans were and just trying to figure out this YouTube thing and what I'm doing. And I had always told myself, one day I'm going to book with Roberto Blake. Didn't know when. I always felt like I needed to like kind of really get clear on what I want to do before I just book with him. Not knowing that really I should have booked with him to then get clear. But anyways, so I always had that in the back of my mind. Like, it's on my bucket list. I'm going to book with him when I just really like want to take this full throttle serious. Like, I'm serious right now, but like, I just need to, I just felt like I needed to like post more or something. I don't know. I was kind of overthinking that. 2-3 years go by. Now we have YouTube shopping. Stick with me on this. Stick with me. Now we have a new program on YouTube. I start taking advantage of YouTube shopping because I already had experience posting about affiliate marketing links on TikTok and with Amazon. Okay, stick with me. Okay, I know I'm on an audio, but this is good, guys. All right. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. This is so dope. I already was doing this, and now YouTube has the ability to post links. So because I'm using the feature, I get invited to personal events now. Okay, stick with me. I'm getting invited to these private, exclusive, invite-only events by YouTube. Okay. Still, I'm watching Roberto Blake's content. He does more like just how to grow your channel content, not really affiliate marketing. Maybe he does that now, but at the time it was just more so like understanding your analytics, how to grow your channel, all that. Okay. I'm now at 14,000 subscribers currently, right now, at 14,000 subscribers. And I'm like, you know what? I really want it, like 2026, I really want to get the channel to 100K subscribers. Like, I really want to give out enough value to where it brings the channel to really get, exposure. So I'm excited that I'm getting invited to these events, right? Now, you guys look at my channel, you guys can see that there's not really a lot of edited videos. There's not a lot of production. There's not a lot of microphone use. It's just really me with mainly no edits, talking usually in my car for the most part. And it's just straight shooter information, authentic, real, in the moment. Okay, stick with me. Now, I need to step it up, honestly, but I also don't want to burn out. So that's like, I'm always kind of constantly trying to find the sweet spot there. Okay. This is what's crazy. Never in a million years, never in a million years did I think that I would be at the same event as Roberto Blake, who has over 500,000 subscribers, has been in the game on YouTube since 2007. Okay, so almost 20 years he's been in the game with YouTube. Okay, I've been admiring his work from afar. I really, and so at some point in the future, wanted to book with him, like literally pay to book a session. Stick with me. And I was like, I just kind of put it in my mindset bucket list, because I just was showing God, this is how I'm believing it to be. I'm showing God, I'm serious, I'm consistent. Like, I just feel like I don't like to edit. I don't want to force myself to do something I don't enjoy doing, but I'm just going to continue to stay consistent. And God, the channel is in your hands. Okay. I go to this event. There's about 70 people invited to this event. There's no name tags on these chairs. Okay. This exclusive YouTube headquarters event. There's no name tags on the seats, on the tables. Okay. All the seats are empty. We get let into the Google office. We have to, get registered. We get our badges, because they're pretty serious with their security there. We get our official badges, all that. Okay. We walk in, all the seats are empty because we just got let into the conference room. I sit my bag down on a seat. Okay. I sit my bag down on a seat, and it's the same seat I always sit in. I just like that area of the conference room for some reason, because this is like my 4th or 5th YouTube shopping experience. And I always know that they don't usually have They don't usually have like assigned seating. Okay. I end up getting sat next to the keynote speaker of the event, which was Roberto Blake. Okay. Which, no, not starstruck. Not starstruck. He's not, I mean, he should be, I guess you could say a public figure. Not starstruck. It's more so like, it's like when people have met me in person. Like, there's been people from YouTube that have been watching me for like 4 years, and they've ran into me in LA, and they're like, oh my God, Ciana, like I see you all the time. Like I'm always in your live streams, right? It's more so like you see this person, so you feel like you know them, like you feel like you work with them, like it feels like a coworker, like a homie, like a friend, right? So the main point of this video is not to really bring up, okay, not to really bring up like fame or celebrity. It's I want you guys to focus more so on the opportunity that presented itself, okay? Which was that I wanted coaching from this person. I always wanted to book with this person anyway. God said, okay, Ciana, you have been going hard. You are like this channel is stagnant. You're on a struggle bus, like just straight up. I'm just gonna place you next to Roberto Blake. I ended up sitting he was sat right next to me, actually, because my stuff was sitting on the chair before that. Okay. So it's just interesting when like, and there is a spiritual component to this. When you really show God that you're just consistent, you're serious, you're going for it, even though you don't know what it's supposed to look like, even though you might be struggling, even though you might be on a struggle boat, even though you're still confused, you just kind of still follow the nudges of God to like just keep going, keep trying, keep getting better, just keep on keeping on. God will like present an opportunity for you when you're ready. So imagine if I was like still taking it nonchalant, barely posting, not really caring about YouTube, right? But because I literally have been consistent on YouTube for 6 years, okay, got invited by YouTube. Now, let's just say I had been in the same conference room as him, but I wasn't sat next to him, right? It would have been cool just to learn from him, but it wouldn't have been as cool of a story because I literally got sat next to him. So get this. Okay. I got free coaching. I got free, not on a conference call, not on a Zoom. I got in person, sat right next to me for 4 hours coaching. Because so not only was he the presenter, right? So I got to like literally listen to basically his TED Talk. I then got to talk to him individually. Like while other presenters were going, it's like we kept striking up a conversation, talking about analytics. He was like, he's like, pull up your channel. He went through my channel. He gave me some amazing pointers right there on the spot. And so like, it just goes to show you that if you just keep showing up, you keep trying, you never know what that opportunity is going to manifest. Like you never know how it's going to manifest itself. If you're operating from your heart, if you're really showing God that you're serious, if you're really trying, like maybe you just aren't good at tech and microphones and the production of things and with their content. This can apply to anything, guys, by the way. This is just a general example. Okay. But it's just really dope to see that was not a moment I could have ever thought of. First of all, when I started watching Roberto Blake, YouTube shopping didn't exist. Remember that. That's a key point there. There would have been no reason for me to ever meet him, right? This is prior to YouTube even creating a whole new aspect of an opportunity to make money, being monetized on YouTube. This is a brand new program. I wouldn't have predicted that YouTube would now give affiliate marketing opportunities, right? And then he ends up being the presenter. He doesn't actually work for YouTube. He's just another YouTuber. I want to also put that out there. He's another YouTuber that's just been in the game for a while. He's not like, I mean, maybe now in 2026 or 2025, but like he is just a very, very experienced YouTuber that decided to help other people grow their channels, right? So I just say all that to say, like, you never know how God is going to bring you to bring you to the moment, like have you arrived to the moment, right? And so who's to say that the very advice that Roberto Blake gives me is the very advice that I needed to hear to really catapult the channel to the next level, right? And I had always planned to book with him. But again, this was like 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, it's not like a priority of mine, but like when I do want a coach, definitely Roberto Blake's going to be the person. And not only did God see my persistence, my consistency, it's like I got sat right next to him and got to get a free session for 4 hours. 4 hours. Okay, usually you have to pay, whatever their booking fee is, and then usually it's like a 60-minute coaching session. You know what I'm saying? So why, I'll be able to read your guys' questions in a moment. But I just say all that to say, guys, like, if you are struggling in life right now, if you are confused, if you are overwhelmed, if you are just feeling lost and just feeling like, man, like this just doesn't make sense. This is just whack. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm trying this. I don't know why I'm even holding on to this goal. You never know when the opportunity is going to arise. Because, you guys, I've also matured a lot in the last 6 years, right? Like I'm a completely, every, 5, 6 years or 7 years, you're really kind of like a whole different person. Your core base essence of yourself is obviously the same, but like, you've obviously learned a lot of lessons. You've went through trial and error. You've gone through different seasons, ups and downs. Like I lost my grandmother, which was a huge shift in my life, right? Like during this last 6 years, right? I lost her 4 years ago. So losing my grandmother really catapulted me into a whole nother dimension of the way that I view life. And so what if that opportunity had came 8 years ago when I was confused, lost, not confident, and I would have met a YouTube coach like that and been just super all over the place, right? But because I was so like on top of my game, like, okay, I do this is what I know I need to get better at, like I sounded and looked like somebody that really is taking this thing serious and really treating it like a business. So when you do that, people want to lean in and help you. Like they're down, right? Like people want to help people that believe in themselves. But what if I didn't? What if I had met Roberto Blake? Okay. What if I had met someone and I wasn't ready to actually have a conversation? Like, what if I was too nervous, right? What if I was not confident? What if I sat next to him and didn't say one word? Because that also could have been the case too. Like, I'm just so intimidated. My channel only has 10 subscribers. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I got invited here. They must have got me here on accident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how there is times where you could be in a position where you missed an opportunity, but I literally got sat next to him and I'm so confident in what I'm doing that I was just like, hi, yeah, what do you think about this? Right? Like I was just talking to him like as if I already knew him. And it made, he was just like, oh, perfect. Like, boom, like what's your questions? Like, let's go. And so, not to say that I won't still book with him in the future, but like, it was just, I literally got a 4-hour TED Talk / personal training at this seminar, at this conference, this YouTube conference. So you will arrive to the moment. Now, remember, I started posting on my channel about 8 years ago, 7 years ago, right? Started really being consistent about 6 years ago. Okay. Now, if you would have told me 8 years ago that, you know what, Ciana, you're going to be able to get invited to exclusive events by YouTube in 8 years, I would have been like, that's too long from now. I forget it. I would have been like, forget it. But because I just kept going, the 8 years was going to go by anyway, right, guys? Like it was, the time is going to pass you by anyway. So I just was like, okay, I'm going to continue to get older. I'm going to continue to spend more years on the planet. To God be the glory on that, with, by God's will, I will still be here. Like, why not just keep going? Years, about 8 years to really get in the game with YouTube. I would have been like, nah, nah, no. But because I just went into it and kept a long time to like in front